Hey guys, what's up? John from Segments here. So for today's Ecom Data Talk, we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to do a Meet an Expert series where we will meet an e-commerce or email marketing expert. They will talk about their personal journey in e-commerce, as well as share some expert tips and tricks that you can actually take it away and implement for your store to grow sales. And so we will also make that example available to download with the link at the end of the video, as well as in the description. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you like the video today. Okay, so let's dive right in. Welcome to the Ecom Data Talk Meet an Expert series. Today we're joined by Claudia Howard. She's a Shopify marketing expert, entrepreneur, and she's been running her own services to help e-commerce merchants and brands improve their email marketing. So welcome, Claudia.
Hi, nice to join you.
Yeah, and can you, just to start off, can you tell the viewers sort of what do you do, who you are, and what's not on your LinkedIn profile?
Okay. Well, I'm a Shopify expert and an email marketing expert that works mostly with Klaviyo. I've been providing, email marketing and e-commerce services for almost close to 20 years. But in the last 7 or 8 years, I've focused exclusively with Shopify. I just love the Shopify platform. I think it's just makes e-commerce so accessible to everybody. But at the same time, store owners need help setting things up or adding some customizations to their site. So that's where I come in.
Can you tell us a little bit about what's not on your LinkedIn profile?
I love to travel, and I have been to the Arctic Circle.
Wow.
I've gone scuba diving at the equator and visited quite a few wine cellars in different countries.
That sounds like a trip. We'll have to join you sometime.
Yeah, please
Yeah.
do.
And so a little bit of shop talk, right? So how did you actually get into the biz, right? Like, why did you choose e-commerce? How did you become an expert? Please tell us more.
Well, back in the day, I used to run as a side hustle a mail order business, before internet. I lived in Vancouver, had a pick and pack across the border in the US, which was just about a 40-minute drive, and ran it completely out of there by running ads in US magazines. People would send their checks to the mailbox in Blaine. I'd drive down once a week, pick them up, send a fax back to the pick and pack with the orders for them to ship out. So it was a cool little side hustle. Then I was working for a nonprofit organization using the new internet to build career resources online. And as I was working on that project, all I could think about every day was like, oh my God, this is going to be so amazing for my business to use the internet. So as I set up my own e-commerce business, I then hooked up with some other people, and we formed a company doing e-commerce together. And that became my focus, is actually helping other people build their stores, then running my own business, which my own mail order, online business, which I sold. And then about 10 years ago, I started working for a breakfast cereal company. I have been managing their, Shopify store and all their digital marketing since then, as well as taking on other clients.
Well, roughly, can you share a little bit, maybe not specific details, but roughly from how much, scale are we talking about?
Last year, using email marketing and automated flows, I doubled the revenue of the online store within a year.
Okay, so I guess this one is, sometimes you hear people say online, oh yeah, email is dead, messaging is the future. So what do you have to say to that?
I think that I definitely don't think it's dead. I mean, the stores that I work with, I see email marketing being 20 to 50% of their revenue. So
A lot, 20 to
that's
30,
not dead at
20%.
all.
No,
But
not at
yeah.
all.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's not independent of the other channels, right? Like, I think that there's touch points along the way, whether they're social media, messaging, organic. It's part of a cycle, and understanding where the how those channels together.
I was just gonna say, like, the it's probably how you do the marketing as well, right? For email marketing isn't just a email blast or a default. You show people how to actually do it properly, and what would that look like?
I think it's looking at what the different touch points are with the customer, whether they're new subscribers to
Mhm.
your website that haven't made a purchase yet,
Right.
understanding that flow and creating a flow in order to encourage that subscriber to become a customer.
Mhm.
Then there's existing customers and how you can use email automation to retain those to delight those customers, then
Right.
to retain those customers.
Right.
Right? So there's different phases of the journey that the email automations can address.
That's something you mentioned, very interesting, like different touch points, their life cycles. And so, like, I would imagine you would need some kind of data to understand their customer purchasing journey. So, what would be some important kind of customer pieces data that you would look at?
Another very important flow is the abandoned cart flow. That can be divided up into a whole bunch of different ways. Like, not only is it a first-time customer or a repeat customer that's coming through the abandoned
Mhm.
cart flow, or is it someone from regional differences, geographical differences,
Mhm.
um,
Wow.
or is it average order size? Do you want to create a different offer for someone who's got $200 worth of goods in their cart than someone who's got $35 worth of goods in their cart?
Interesting.
So the data all provides that information to divide out and personalize the experience.
Depending on the customer's attributes, you would try to personalize their abandoned cart flows due to their like basket size, the regions, and all the other different attributes that you can think of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely. Just create that more personalized experience. Um, and it's not only does it benefit the store owner
Mhm.
in increasing their chance of revenue, but it just personalizes the experience for the customer. It's a better experience for the customer, right?
Sounds great. Yeah. So, would you be willing to share a expert tip from your treasure trove of tools and tips, and go through an example today?
Well, an example that I can think of, one of the first flows that people set up for their store is a welcome flow. Usually, people are given an offer, an incentive to sign up on a website, and that's usually through a pop-up that has an offer. First time subscriber, get a discount, a free shipping offer, a free download, something like that.
Right.
So since that's a typical way of enticing a subscriber, what I see is the default flow that's set up for people to use as a template doesn't really address how people are signing up.
Okay.
So, and it leads people through sort of a pre-formatted series that is very oriented on telling the customer more about you, the company. And
Mhm.
while that sounds intuitive, really customers want something for them,
Right.
right? So I like to switch around the content of those three emails, the subject lines and the copy to really switch the information around, like not, um, read about us, follow us on social media, look
Right.
at our products, to
Right.
just switch it around to reminding people that, hey, there's something in it for the customer.
Mhm.
There's this offer, but also the benefits of the product, and remind them about why they likely signed up to find out more, but they don't want to find out more about your company. They
Mhm.
want to find out more about what's in it for them.
I see.
That,
So make it
what's the
center
benefit of the product service? Just switch the
right.
framing of the content around.
I love it. Yeah. So make it about the customers, not how awesome my company is.
Yes, exactly.
I see.
How awesome you can make the customer feel or help them out for whatever, problem that your product or service is offering.
Framing the conversation around the customer.
Yes.
Can you actually go through an example for us today?
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to show you what the default framework looks like that you can then customize to create a better result for you and to delight your customers.
So let's take a look at the differences between a standard welcome series and a money-making welcome series, one that's customer-oriented, designed to focus on the customer and the benefit of your email series to the customer. So on the left of my screen over here, I am showing Klaviyo's standard 3-part welcome series. And what we can notice is that it's triggered when somebody subscribes to their newsletter. There aren't any filters or conditions. And let's take a quick look at the 3 emails and the timing. The first one comes out immediately on sign up. 3-day delay, email 2, 4-day delay, email 3. The suggested content is, if we take a look, I'll just open up the whole editor so we can see it. There's a placeholder image, and there's like a little blurb here about, hey, glad you're here. We're going to be passing on information, new products, promotions, etc. So, of course, this is just designed for you to edit yourself. But the tone and the direction here is about telling the new subscriber sort of about what they're going to get in the future. It doesn't give them anything right at sign up. So it's kind of a little bit of a letdown. And it's probably repetitive of the type of information that you would have alongside the sign up form saying sign up and you're going to get, promotions and news from us. The suggested email 2 is around following your company's social channels. So, that's great. But then again, this is about the focus is on the company, not on the subscriber or the potential customer. And then the third email is, hey, look at us, check out our bestsellers. And this would include a product image block and little 4 little announcements, which can be kind of overwhelming to receive all this information, because it's likely that the subscriber is not going to take the time to go through each of one of these. So what my suggestion is, and what I've found in my long experience with working with email and welcome emails, is to add some filters for the welcome series. Because the welcome series, we want to create a special offer that can be promoted in the email sign-up box on the website or on a pop-up. Some kind of incentive, like a 10% discount code, 20% discount code, a free shipping discount code, a gift with purchase, a downloadable ebook, or some kind of informational PDF that is congruent with your product offering. And we tie that in with only offering that special to first-time subscribers. So what we want to do is, in the filters here, filter out people who are existing customers. So the filter we use is ordered product 0 times over all time. So that means only people are going to get this if they haven't already ordered from you. And then we also want to put in a filter for placed order 0 times since starting that flow, so that if anyone takes up your offer and makes a purchase between email 1 and 2, then they won't receive the email 2 and 3, which are essentially reminders about the special offer that you're making them. And likewise, if they make that purchase between email 2 and 3, then they wouldn't get the last email in this series because they've already taken the action. And then likely they will be then added to your post-purchase flow. So it's not like you'll be losing that connection with them. They're just taking the next step in the customer journey. So let's take a look at the actual emails. So as you can see, the subject line here is telling the customer, hey, here is your discount code. So it's making it about them, making it clear that you've followed through on your offer. On the actual email itself, it's like very explicit. Your discount code is here. But take the opportunity to tell them a little bit about yourself, the company, but frame that around the benefit that you're offering to them. Not about what the attributes or of your products or services are. You want to tell them explicitly here a couple of benefits of your company, that how it's going to improve your customers' life or save them time or save them money, or how it's going to make them feel. And then, highlight the discount code. You want to have links that are explicit to your product offering, maybe a particular collection, and then highlight some of your bestsellers. And in the footer, I always like to add a company tagline just above the company address and the mandatory unsubscribe link. So take that opportunity to write a benefit-driven company tagline. And you can include your social proof in the bottom, links to your most popular social channels. So that's what email 1 looks like. And email 2 is, as I mentioned, only going to people who haven't used the discount code. And we're going to use a different but similar placeholder image and a reminder to use that code. And then use your customer testimonials to choose ones that highlight different benefits of your product. So there's nothing better than having that, customers talk about your product. It just seems to resonate more with people. They want to hear what other people say. And often our customers really hit it on the head with how the product or service has benefited them. And then, the coupon is again, and a shop button. So pretty straightforward. Remember, people read emails in, we have short attention spans. We just want to see a couple of quick points. And now let's go back to the third and final email. So my timing here is quite a bit shorter than just wanted to point that out, than the standard one is. It's a total of a 5-day, the 3 emails come out over 5 days instead of 7 days in the standard series. And then this is your last chance. So it's reminding people your code is going to expire in 48 hours. Time is almost up. Again, take customize this in here to what the problem your product or service is solving, to just highlight that information again. Focus on, shopping and saving the 10% or, whatever the offer is. And this one, again, you can repeat having the products. By the way, I don't ever add the product pricing. It's an option in the product block to show the product pricing. I don't choose to do that because I want people to return to the website. And the product title may or may not be necessary for your product. If you don't need the product name because it's obvious by the image or the product label is showing with the product name in it, then I would not bother showing that either. Just make it clean. Kind of think of what someone would see in an Instagram feed. They know the image is going to be linked to the product, so they can easily just click on the image to get directly to your website. And so the product discount code will expire in 48 days if you use the Klaviyo coupons. So that's a great feature that Klaviyo offers that integrates with Shopify. You can use a dynamic single-use coupon that has an expiry date. So that's it. Those are the highlights of the differences between a customer-centric, money-making welcome series as opposed to the standard one. So good luck with updating your Klaviyo welcome flows.
Where can actually people find you? Where should they look for you?
Well, I offer my services through StoreTasker.
Okay.
And StoreTasker is a service where Shopify store owners can outsource projects. So they can do projects anywhere from like 2 hours to 200 hours. And so I'm on there for about 2 years. Have worked with hundreds of customers, and yeah, you can find me there.
Top expert there, right? Like, if I'm not mistaken, you have 5-star reviews and how many jobs completed?
Oh, well, I don't know.
Hundreds, I believe.
Hundreds, yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Any parting words for us today, for the viewers?
A great tip that I have for store owners is to join a Facebook group. It's called the Social Sales Girls. It's run by Susan Bradley, and she is a successful Shopify store owner that shares the methods she used to grow a hugely successful children's shoe store business.
Wow.
And she trains and teaches Shopify store owners how to build traffic to their site using Facebook and Instagram, and then use email marketing to grow sales on their stores. And I provide training, some of the training in the programs that she runs, and also am just a resource that people can ask technical questions about in the group.
Cool.
So yeah, I'd love to see other store owners there, and feel free to ask questions in the group.
And you're on LinkedIn and Facebook too?
I'm on LinkedIn, Claudia Howard. Yeah, and on Facebook you can find me on the Social Sales Girls. Yeah.
Perfect, great. So we'll get those links set up, and people can find you down there.
Great, thank you.
Today, okay?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Claudia. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, the welcome flow is awesome. I mean, there's all these tips that people really don't pay attention to enough, as well as the data, personalizing some around the customer experience. And I think something that you said really hit me, today is like, making it about the customer, how, delighting the customer is going to be the key for your email marketing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thanks so much, Claudia.
Bye. Take care.
So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. We heard from Claudia around the importance to delight your customer with email marketing, make it about them, not about you. as well as segment your customers with one-timers, repeat purchases, or their basket size to personalize the offer that you want to generate with them for welcome series and abandoned carts. If you would like to get an example that welcome series from Claudia today, please look at the link in the video today and you will be able to download that content. So don't forget, data is power, and we want to give e-commerce data powers to the people. So join us and start growing with your data today.